Hello guys, welcome to my this video, and today in this video I will show you how to create image gallery in Angular. I have written all the code, custom code. I didn't use any npm package. Okay, so here you can see the gallery and first image is displaying here. If I choose the second image, if I click the second image, so you can see second image is displaying, and in the second image it's added a active class, that is border, and the opacity is 1, but the other images opacity is some blur effect I have added. Okay, if I click the fourth image, so fourth image is displaying and the active class is added inside this fourth image, and here other images is blur. Okay, and active class is removed from the other image. So this one I will create in Angular today, and I hope you will be enjoyed this video. So first of all guys, I will open Visual Studio Code editor for making this one. So guys, here you can see I have opened app.component.html and app.component.css file. If you want to add this gallery in any other components, you can open that component HTML and CSS file. And here I have already created a directive. The directive name is demo.directive.ts. Okay, and here I'm assuming you know how to create the directive. If you don't know, so you can write in comment. I will provide the link of that video, okay, because I already made the video on directive, or otherwise you can go to my playlist and there you will find the Angular tutorial and you can check this particular video. Okay, so guys, first of all I will write the structure of this gallery in our HTML file. So here in the HTML, just here I will write section class. This class name you can write as per your choice. So I have written gallery because I am making gallery. And now div class container. This is bootstrap class because I need some space in left and right, so that's why I have added container. And now here I will write div class image container. Okay, and now here I will add image, so image source. And guys, here I already have stored in the assets folder some images. So the image you can see 1234.jpg. So those 4 images I already stored inside this assets folder. So first of all I will show the first image. So I choose 1.jpg. Okay, now alter tag, here I will write image. Alter tag name you can write as per your choice. So now if I save and just I will check the browser, so you will find how it's looking. So you can see image is looking like this. So now guys, here I will copy this class and I will add the CSS. So here I will write first thing is width is 600 pixel, height is 500 pixel, and now here I will copy and paste this one and image tag because this one is the parent class, and after that image. So now I will add the CSS for this image tag, so that's why I have written like. And now here I will write width is 100% and height is 100%. This is very basic HTML and CSS. Okay, I hope you can understand this. And now if I show here, it's showing like this because it's 1000%. It's so I will write here 100%. Okay, so now you will find it will look better, you can see. Okay, and now guys, here this HTML, just below this image tag, here I will write div class image preview. Okay, and now here I will write div class, here I will write image slide, and here I will put some images. So I store in assets folder, so 1, and alter tag, here I will write image 1. By the way, alter tag name you can write as per your choice. So I will copy this one, paste, and now here I will change the image name, that is 2, and here I will write image 2 because this is second image. Okay, now I will do save and just I will check to the browser. You can see it's showing like this. So here I will add some design. So I will copy this first one, okay, first class name, and now here I will paste, and here just I will write margin top is 10 pixel, and after that I will just copy this class, and here I will paste, and here I will write display is inline block and width is 24% and margin, so margin is 0 and then 1 pixel, like this. Okay, I hope it's clear. So now if I show, so you can see it's looking like this. So when I will hover on those images, so it should be a hand icon. That means user should know those images are clickable. So that's why here I will write another CSS property, that is cursor pointer. That means when I will just hover on that images, So you can see it's showing the hand icon, means those images are clickable. So here I will add 4 images. So 2 images are already added. So now here I will add 3. So change the name is 3, and this one is 3 also, and here I will paste again, and 4, and this one is 4. Okay, and one more thing, and here I will add text center, bootstrap class text center, for making those images centerized. Okay, so I will just save and I will check the browser. So you can see 4 images are added, and here is the centralized image. Okay, so now when just I will click the images, so it should be change here, and which image I will click, so that image should be display here. Okay, but guys, you can see the by default the first image is displaying, but how user can understand that first image is displaying? So that's why in that image here I have to do something, then user can understand that first image is displaying, or when I will click any other image, so that image is displaying. So that's why I have to be at something. So that's why guys, here just I will write dot active class. Okay, and here I will write border 2 pixel solid and the border color like this. But by the way, here we can add any CSS property for making it display, I mean just for making denoting user like which image is displaying. Now guys, here just I will add opacity. So opacity is 1, and this active class just I will add here. Okay, that means this first image is active, and here user can easily understand which image is displaying. Okay, so you can see the inside this first image border is added. And one more thing, here I have added the opacity one, so other image I will write some opacity like blur. So here just I will add opacity 0.6, and let's check it how it's looking. So it will refresh. So you can see some other images is blur, but which is active, so it's showing this black color border, and opacity is 1. That means user can easily understand which image is displaying. Okay, so now guys, I will move to the functionality part, because design part is almost done, and I'm not focusing the design part mainly because my main motive to show the functionality how it works. Okay, so now guys, here in which image I will click, so that image should be display here. Now it's not working here, you can see, because I haven't added the functionality. So now guys, here I will move to the functionality. So that's time I need this directive. Okay, so just I will drag here this directive, and now guys, here after creating the directive you will find it's looking like this. Okay, so now here you have to be at some decorator, that is host listener and element ref. Okay, this one, and here I will write host listener @ host listener, this one method name is click, and here I will write the method is image change like this. Okay, and I have added the important element def. So here I will write private, and the variable this el you can write anything, and the type is element ref. This is actually syntax. Okay, so now guys, here this directive selector, here just I will copy, and here every images just I will paste. Okay, like this you can see. Okay, so now guys, what I will do, just in this directive here, if I write console, if I check the console dot log, here this dot el dot native element dot, okay, first native element up to that. So if I save and I will open the console, because I printed in console, and just here if I click in which image, so you can see I'm getting in that particular image. Okay, so now I don't need all the thing, I need only source, image source, this one you can see. So here if I print only dot source, so you will find I will get the source only. So here now if I click, so you can see I'm getting only source in which image I'm clicking, right? So now what I will do, just this one I will copy, and here I will write variable source, and just here I will put this one. Okay, so inside this source variable I have assigned the source, I mean which image I will click, so that image source I assigned in this particular variable. I hope it's clear. And now guys, I will go to the HTML file, and here this image which is displaying, so here I will just write an ID. So ID name I will write preview. Okay, this one, save. And now I will copy this ID and just here. Okay, so now I will just here I will write a variable, and the variable name I will write this one, but the variable name you can write anything. And now document dot get element by ID, like this. Okay, so now just I will copy and paste this ID, and I will check I'm getting this one or not in a console. So now it's already refreshed, and if I click any image, so you can see I'm getting this one, this ID preview, right? So here now I need only source attribute, because when I will click this image, so that time I'm getting the source already. Okay, by this one source, I mean which image I'm clicking, so that source I'm getting in this source variable. So now in the preview variable I'm getting the image which is displaying. So that means in this source, if I assign which image I'm clicking, that source, so that means preview dot source. So here you can see I'm getting error. So that's why guys, here I have to be write type is any, and here also any. Okay, so in this preview dot source, I mean preview dot source means this one, right? Because this ID I assigned here. So this source file here, just I have stored this source, this variable means which image I'm clicking, so that source I assigned here. So now if I save and if I check the browser, so if I click, so you can see here image is changing, because when I'm clicking, so that image source I'm assigned this one inside this image source. So here image is changing, right? But guys, this one is done, but this active class I have to be work on that. So here what I will do, this dot this one, okay, this one dot style, not style, dot class list dot parent element, because this image here parent, okay, in this parent this is child, and this parent I have added active. So which image active class I will click, so from here first of all it should be removed, and suppose if I click second image, so by default it's added active class first image, so it should be removed from here and add here. So that's why dot parent element dot class list dot add active, like this. So I save this one and I will check it's working or not. Here if I click, so you can see when I'm clicking in which image, so active class is added, but the image which is previously active, so from there it should be removed. So that's why guys, here you can see the class name is this one. So I will copy this class, and just here I will write var, and I will write the variable name is image slide equals to document dot get element by class name is this one, and here I will write the for loop. So let I equals to 0, I image slide dot length, and I plus plus, and now image slide, then I dot class list dot remove, then active. I mean from every classes it will be removed, and when I will click any image, so there it will be active. So now just I will check the browser, so you can see it's working perfectly. I hope it's clear. and I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you find this video is helpful, so guys, please like this video, and if you want to get more updates, so please subscribe my channel also.